take 247. And sit back. Try not to mess up this time.
I know. 247th time lucky. Here we go. Hey everyone, I'm Setback from Sentinels of the Multiverse. The 3rd anniversary of Sentinels of the Multiverse, the digital game, is coming up, and Handelabra asked me to talk a little bit about what we're doing to celebrate. This is Charlotte. She's just turned 3 years old and has had cystinosis since she was born. Cystinosis is a rare, incurable disease in which the amino acid cysteine accumulates and crystallizes in cells. This buildup eventually results in destruction of all the body's organs, including liver, muscles, white blood cells, and central nervous system. Because of how rare this disease is, money for cystinosis research is scarce at best. Although we're making progress in treatment of this horrible disease, we're still far from a cure for children like Charlotte. Handelabra has teamed up with the Cystinosis Research Foundation and will be donating $1 from every sale of a season pass for Sentinels of the Multiverse during their anniversary celebration to cystinosis research. You can find more information at cystinosisresearch.org. Join us to find a cure!
Happy anniversary, everybody! Woo! I hope I didn't blow your ears out with that. But thank you so much for joining us in the middle of the afternoon here to celebrate 3 years of Sentinels of the Multiverse. I usually would say it's Tuesday at 7-ish, but it's actually Friday and it's 1-ish. So thank you for joining us around the digital tabletop. Handelabra does believe in civil rights for all and in being as inclusive as possible, so comments or activity actively working against that goal are not welcome and will not be tolerated. As always, if you like the show, we do all kinds of fun stuff here on our Twitch channel. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern, we have shows focused on Sentinels, so please do check those out if you think that this seems cool. I'm Jeremy. I am President and CEO of Handelabra Games. Second in command is John. Say hi, John.
Hello.
And I'll go through everybody else who you don't usually see on these streams. Sitting behind me over here is Krista, also known as the Ketchup Rocket. We also have, I should probably close the chat thing so it's not in the way of the, there we go, that's better. Also, we have the Maestro of the Multiverse, that would be Jean-Marc. Say hi, Jean-Marc.
Hello, everyone.
Well, I guess it's not switching out. There we go, that's a better way to do it. So yeah, so that's Jean-Marc, he does the music. We've got Jennifer. Say hi, Jennifer.
Hello, everybody.
Jennifer does a little bit of everything. She started with Handelabra doing just graphics, but then she also does Unity work for us. She does some of our marketing stuff, some graphic design, some UI stuff. It's just she's one of our utilities. Then we've got David. Say hello, David.
Hello.
David is the newest member of the team. He's only been with us since January, but he does back-end programming, engine programming, and a little bit of Unity stuff as well. And I think that's everybody. Did I say everybody?
We also have Misinformation here.
Oh yes, Misinformation is joining us from Jean-Marc's house.
Hello, everyone.
Tell us why that's Misinformation, Jean-Marc.
That's my wife, and when I was recording the Misinformation music, I recorded a lot of sound effects and stuff, so she was helping me with that. And then I was like, oh, you should do some voices for Misinformation too. So she's like clearing her throat and sipping tea and all that other stuff.
Can we get an evil laugh?
A couple.
So is she the
Yeah.
Okay, so my kids love that. They think it's like the funniest thing they've ever heard in a song. So well done. All right, so we promised that we would do a little bit of reminiscing, and so one of the things that we have teased a little bit is that we're going to do what we're calling a mini listening party. We have some stuff from the vault. You know, when we were like, okay, what are some fun things that we could do for an anniversary party? Jean-Marc said, why don't I go and look through some of the old music that either didn't end up in the game or didn't end up in the game in quite the same way that people are used to it, and we can sort of show some of that off and just sort of, you know, give people another peek behind the curtain as we are wont to do. So we're going to show you a couple things. First, we'll start with some stuff from the core game. So what are we going to listen to first, Jean-Marc?
All right, so yeah, when I was starting to do the music for Sentinels, I was actually new to Sentinels when we started making it. Like, it wasn't like I was already familiar with it beforehand. So it's just kind of getting familiar with the characters, with making music with virtual instruments, things like that. And then we were doing the themes for the different villains. And for Citizen Dawn, all they really said was, "Oh yeah, so there should be a French horn in it." And I was like, well, there's lots of ways to compose with a French horn. So I kind of had this idea of like a back and forth between like a lone French horn and then the citizens of the sun kind of like responding, like that's the orchestra responding to her. And then because her base is in Insula Primalis, I added some of the drums from that as well. And so this is the first attempt of Citizen Dawn music, and I'll explain what changed after we listen to it.
And also, I do want to just give everybody a quick heads up. Because these are old pieces of music and maybe not finished, the levels and the dynamics in them are a little bit all over the map. So I apologize if some are too small, too soft, and others are too loud. Just be prepared with your hand on your volume switch, depending on how they might be. So listen to the first one right now. So the other thing I wanted to mention is several of these are actually very short as well. So yes, obviously I feel like some of you out there who have been with us in the beginning probably recognize that piece of music, but it sounded just a bit different.
Yeah, so yeah, basically I was sending different versions of this to Greater Than Games. The first one was just the beginning without the drums and stuff like that, and without the second part, and then you know, they were kind of like, oh, well, I think it needs to be a little longer. There needs to be a little bit more to it. So that's when I added the drums in the second part and stuff. And then they were like, something's not quite right. So they sent me some other stuff. And what I realized was they wanted like a solid beat to it. Because as it was in that version, it was a bit freer time. And so basically I added like drums and some electric guitar, and then they're like, yeah. So sometimes I have to do a little digging to find out what they actually want, which is why when they give me references it's useful, not because I'll make something exactly like the reference, but I'll at least like be able to compare what I have with what they're giving me and like see sort of what it is that might be missing from it that they're interested in. So
very cool. All right, so now we have another villain from the core game, and this is a really good example of how sometimes things change in the process. So who are we listening to next?
So yeah, next up we'll listen to the first theme that I tried out for Grand Warlord Voss. And some whale-eared listeners might be able to recognize it, but won't say any more. Just go ahead and play it.
All right. Here we go. Ooh, sorry, I don't know what that buzz was at the end there. But yeah, so that was the first version of Grand Warlord Voss.
Yeah, so originally they said they wanted some sort of like marching music, war music, that kind of thing. And so I got sort of a big set of different kinds of war drums and brass and stuff like that, and kind of put those together. And they were like, well, we like it. It definitely sounds sort of war, but it sounds a bit too jungly. Like some of the drums in there gave more of a jungle vibe, which didn't really match up. And but they said, but that sounds like really good for something like Ambuscade, especially if you mixed in like some 80s action music or something in it. Yeah, it turns out what they actually wanted was something more like from Command and Conquer, and more like rough and stuff like that. So yeah, that track did end up being repurposed as Ambuscade's theme, except that the second part was completely changed to be the action music, which was sort of the main part that was used in his villain team victory version. So.
Right on. What's next?
Yeah, and there were some, as somebody pointed out, weird hearing sci-fi version of Ambuscade's theme. Yeah, there were some sounds that I changed to make it more jungly, because originally it was using some of the sounds from the Wagner Mars base, and so I changed it so that it was like, basically I leaned more into the jungle thing as opposed to trying to change it away from that. So
gotcha. Very, very cool. All right, so now we have another villain from a little bit further along in the history of the multiverse, who you've heard before, but not quite like this.
Yeah, so this is another thing of, usually when Greater Than Games has words to say for music, they're pretty vague terms, and sometimes they're redefined later. So when they were talking about choke point, they were like, well, metal singing and electronic dance music. And I was like, okay. So then this was the first thing I tried for that. So this is choke point.
I must have exported these in a weird way because they're all buzzing when they get to the very end of it. But anyway, that was the choke point theme. And so this is a good example that, like, even now, I think this is one of the, not counting villain themes, this is one of the last sort of full villain themes that you've done. And I think the last full villain theme you will do, right? This is the last of the villains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the last of the solo villains, and then after that it was all the team stuff.
Right. So yeah, and that shows that even that late in the process, there's sometimes where, you know, we'll just go down one path and Greater Than Games will be like, nope, try again.
Yeah. Well, their feedback for that one was all the sounds are right, but it's too upbeat and, like, you know, like get on the dance floor, and it was like, oh, so you don't actually want electronic dance music? And they're like, no, we meant electronic music.
Yeah, and that's actually
Handelabra rave later.
Yeah, and that was actually when they came to us and said, think about that movie. You know, the one with the glowing people. What is it? Shmaran. They said, think like that's the theme from that. Shmaran Megacy. Look into the soundtrack for that, and maybe have something that matches a little bit. That was for the letters page listeners. All right, so this next one is like super, super short, but this is an example of how, sometimes Jean-Marc is almost too prolific. He ends up with extra stuff that can't quite fit into a song in any particular way.
Yeah, so a number of you joined me for the soundscaping stream a couple weeks ago, and yeah, in that stream, you noticed that I kind of like play around with different ideas using different sounds, and often I'll end up using the sounds, but I won't end up using the idea that I did while I was soundscaping. And a lot of them aren't really that interesting, which is why they didn't make the cut. But then there's some times where it's like it just didn't fit, or like the song was already long enough, or different things like that, or I decided to use them for something else. So anyway, these are a couple of short unused ideas from Madame Mittermeier's environment music.
So yeah, when he played me that, which I had actually not heard before, the first thing that jumped out at me was that it felt like the old Nightmare on Elm Street theme, like from the original movies back in like the 80s. It had that exact same sort of like just echoey enough, and it was similar. It's definitely not the same lick, but it's close enough that I was kind of like, ooh, I got that same feeling. This is what I said to Jean-Marc. I said, it took me right back to that moment when I was 12 years old, sitting at the top of the stairs when I was supposed to be sleeping and listening to my parents watch the original Nightmare on Elm Street on video. I then did not sleep for 2 weeks. So that was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that, because that movie is 10 times scarier when you can only hear it. Believe me.
And as a kid, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then, yeah, so next up we have sort of a slew of things from Enclave of the Endlings. So the first part is I often make a little outline for the music. Usually it's piano, but in this case it wasn't, and you'll hear what it was at the beginning. And so from those outlines is when I actually like develop the full idea. But it's a matter of just getting the idea down enough that I know what it's supposed to be. So that's what starts off this one. And then I think I talked about this a little bit when we did the Wrath of the Cosmos listening party, but basically, like, I had to kind of work a little bit to figure out how to get the music to sound 60s. And so one of the approaches I took was to take a clip from a 60s cartoon, Johnny Quest. I just took a little clip and I was like, yeah, that sounds sort of in the vein of the thing I'm going to go for with Enclave. And then I would use my virtual instruments to try and reproduce that exact clip, and then try and make it so that I matched up the sounds between them as much as possible, so that if you put them back to back, they would sound pretty close. And so the first element you'll hear of that was the original Johnny Quest one.
Yeah, I think you meant to say Shmani Shmest.
Yeah, so sorry. Shmani Shmesh. And then after that is sort of like the first, like, just mimic, like putting the instruments in place, and then the next one I equalized it and compressed it, and then the next one it's in mono. And you'll kind of hear how it sounds more and more old that way. And then after that is similar to what you just heard, a series of me messing around on instruments for ideas that were never used. So.
The Enclave of the Endlings!
So there it is. We thought you guys would like the meow along version, which is not what I had originally thought of it as, but that is exactly what it is.
Yeah, so sometimes the quickest way to get the idea rather than playing on the piano is just to have some like backing loop that I just kind of drop in or whatever and then sing over top of it. But I wanted it to be a little kooky, so instead of just like la 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 la, la or whatever, I did it that way. And sometimes that helps out actually, because like I can follow along the instruments to the original vocal mix to try and like get some of the quirks of my original sketch in there. So but
right on. So speaking of the process, you've seen a little bit of Jean-Marc working on not only you've seen the team working on not only the music, which you've seen Jean-Marc on a dev stream, but you've also seen Jennifer doing some of the environment work for the next piece. Now, it's not quite done, but we did think that this was a good enough time to show it to you since it is basically the last piece of environment music in a mini pack. It's not really going to be part of another listening party before it gets released, most likely. So we thought this was a good chance to sort of give people an opportunity to take a first look and a first listen to the next environment, which is what, Jean-Marc?
It's the Celestial Tribunal. So yeah, a few weeks ago, some people came by and saw me soundscaping for that, and you know, I thought some of the ideas were in there. Definitely a lot of the sounds were working. That part went pretty smoothly, and so ever since then, I'd mostly been working on the big update for Bottom of the Ninth. But here and there, when I was able to, I would work a little bit more on the composition for Celestial Tribunal, and it's not like start to finish done yet, but it's definitely far enough along, that we thought, oh well, I guess for the anniversary, people can kind of hear what we've got so far, and so there's a bit of a musical narrative to it, where the representative is called in, and court is in session, and then there's the accusation against the representative, and then they have a chance to plead their case, and then they're cross-examined, and it's not going very well, and at the end they're declared guilty. And then there's a few parts that come after that, but those haven't been composed yet. So we'll just play up until where we are.
All right, so that's the Celestial Tribunal. All right, so that is the current status of the Celestial Tribunal. As Jean-Marc mentioned, you might have noticed that this song is a little bit shorter than an average environment song, and that's because there is still another chunk that he's working on, but it hasn't been sort of quite completed yet to the point that we really wanted to show it to you. So.
Yeah, so it ends right there on the gavel drop, and then that's the point where the executioner comes out. But that's the part that's yet to be composed. So
Indeed.
sorry to leave you on a cliffhanger, but yeah, as Jeremy mentioned, like there's not going to be like a complete listening party for one song, so we thought we'll just play what we have. So
Indeed. So Jennifer, tell us a little bit about the challenges of building the Celestial Tribunal in the environment.
Making everything green. I don't know. This is a pretty fun environment to build. It was a little different process for this one because I actually started assembling like the cameras and the scene like on a live stream, which was pretty cool. Actually, like I think it worked pretty well, and then just kind of kept going with it. I think the biggest challenge in this one I think is like the giant sword ship. That's definitely still work in progress, but I don't know. I think it's coming along.
Indeed. But, yeah, and actually a couple of things that were comments that came while you guys were listening to it is that it sounds kind of like a spacey Magmaria, which I had not thought of before, but yes, I agree. And then someone else said something about Anamanaguchi, which I also agree. I listen to Anamanaguchi. I used to listen to him way more than now, but yeah, I could totally feel that influence in there. Whether that was intended by Jean-Marc or not, I can hear it when somebody called it out. So very cool. All right, and thus ends the listening party, the mini listening party. Not quite a micro listening party because it did go on for about a half an hour, so that's good. So there's a little bit of a peek back and a little bit of a peek forward. So let's play some Sentinels. Since we didn't play our usual opening thing. You get to hear me say it anyway. So here we go. Now there are 6 people, so one of us is going to sort of cycle out to be the player. They can maybe do color commentary. Mine has to be because it's the one that's getting broadcast. A likely story, right, Jeremy? But I do have to play in both so that people can follow along. But who would like to sit out for the first game?
I can stay out for the first one.
Okay. So we are in Freedom 5, number 521.
You don't necessarily have to be in, Jeremy. Krista could sit in your place.
That's true. Maybe for game 2, maybe we'll do that. Maybe you can sit here and you can play, and then.
Because then you're the only one who actually someone there in the office is the only one who could do color commentary.
I guess that's true.
Because of the stream delay.
Ah. See, this is why we keep John around. He's always thinking. All right, so, and there he is. All right, so let's see. Should we throw it to the chat what we play or who we play or any of that stuff, or what are we thinking? Anything reminiscent that you guys are interested in playing?
The base game.
We could do base game every
Yeah,
tutorial.
base game sounds good.
Literally
Yeah,
the
the tutorial. I remember doing that.
many times.
Who is the politician? By process of elimination, I'm guessing that's David.
Yeah, that is me.
All right, so you are the king of the room.
I don't want to be king. I didn't ask for this.
If you want, you can kick it back to me. Or you can
Alright.
stay as king. It is entirely up to you.
I will kick it back to you, stream leader.
Or I
I mean,
guess
I was-
Jen.
Well, I thought leaving the. Oops.
There's a way to actually say... Isn't there a way to say who you're giving it to? I thought there was.
Giving me the option to kick people out,
I
but
think you can abdicate, but I don't know if you can give it to. I can't
Oh,
remember
give it
if
to
you
a
can
particular person? That's fine. Jen can do it. Whoever wants to be in charge of just putting in the villain in the environment is fine. So, what are we thinking? Baron Blade, Citizen Dawn, Voss, or Omnitron?
it can be any of these things.
Well, why don't we do the ultimate tutorial?
Ooh. Yeah. Let's do that.
Ooh, nice. All
Or we
right.
can use variants of the heroes.
All right, so let's see. Who do I want to be? Well, it can't be exactly the tutorial.
No, we'll have one extra hero.
All right, well, yeah, so we'll go from the Freedom 4 to the Freedom 5.
Be the intern.
Yeah, add the intern.
Oh, okay. So in that case, then I'll go back to Tachyon. Great. All right. And I will be the super scientific variety, which is excellent. All right. So, yeah, Ultimate Baron Blade. So this is going to be tricky for those who might be new to the game. This means that the advanced and the challenge rules are on, which means that Baron Blade essentially never turns off his impulsion beam. So if at any point he ever gets 15 into his trash, we die, and he's putting extra cards into his trash because of the advanced rule. So Let's see what we can do.
Guess we could have brought Visionary to make it easier to win.
True.
Oh well.
Ah, Paul Parsons, I've bested you once, and now I shall do it again. You remind me of your father. I'm afraid to say that's not a compliment. That was my, like, World War II hero-y voice. Backfist Strike! 2 lead from the fronts in a Legacy ring. Then Bunker has got Grenade Launcher, Heavy Plating, Recharge mode. The Little Intern, Big Duffer Back, has got B-Bot, Modular Workbench, Platform Bot, and Robot Reclamation. The Wraith has an Inventory Barrage, Micro-Targeting Computer, Throwing Knives, and Utility Belt. And Super Scientific Tachyon opens with Accelerated Assault, Fleet of Foot, Lightning Reflexes, and Nimble Strike.
Hey.
Termi-Nation Unity. And it looks like Termi-Nation Bunker, yeah, and Price of Freedom, Freedom 6 Wraith, and Super Scientific Tachyon. In addition to the Greatest Generations Legacy.
Alright, so he's already got 3 cards in his trash. We should avoid putting things in the trash unless we have to.
Right.
So
yeah, so that's, yeah, avoid
worry
the
about the
elemental
thing.
Yeah.
Would someone like to use a power?
Either me or Jeremy, since I think we get the most out of our power uses.
Yeah, one of the reasons why I stuck with Super Scientific once I saw that Unity was in the game was the hope of possibly digging for bots. That's a thing. Yes. Come on, bots. Lucky, 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 no whammies. Wah, wah.
Well, I can inspire us next turn.
Okie doke. Grenade launcher. Oh, Hankroid. It's okay. It'll be up later, and you can check it all out.
You could turn your grenade launcher into a grenade launcher.
Yeah, I was thinking, do we want to take out the defense platform, or should I start setting up with like heavy plating?
Oh, focus the grenade. Focus the platform. We have.
Yeah, Ultimate Blade
Tachyon
is a
down.
race.
Yeah. There is no time to set up and turtle.
Alright.
I mean, I suppose one potential way to deal with Baron Blade could be if he gets, like, if he has 14 cards in his trash and a bunch of cards in play and nothing left in his deck, you could try to make, like, a run to, like, get him to reshuffle.
It's really hard to do that.
I can imagine it would be, but yeah, that would have to be the only way to sort of
You need to have
that.
heroes who can make him discard cards and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but we only have, like, one hero who is going to do that, Tachyon. So.
Bunker's incapacitated side can put his whole deck into his trash, which then it just takes one.
That's true. So we just have to kill Bunker.
There's the plan. Works for me.
So no heavy plating then.
Yeah, try to avoid hitting the elemental redistributor unless you have to. Please.
Right.
Oh, I can undo that.
It's okay.
Alright, so Fleet of Foot brings out some stuff. Yeah, like this is the example is like I could Accelerated Assault, but I think I'll just Nimble Strike because they do the same amount of damage to the thing we want to do damage to, and I get an extra card. Cool. Alright, pushing the limits. And then let's actually... yeah, normally I would continue on Tachyon, but I really want to try and get some bots out.
Well, there's one in the trash, which is good for Unity.
Yep. Cool. Ooh, okay. And now that I have a Lightspeed Barrage, maybe I'll start focusing on my bursts a little bit more. All right, Pterodactyl Thief. Yeah, don't worry, Hankroid. We absolutely will be putting it up on YouTube. Hopefully by the end of the day today. That's our goal, actually, because we want this to be up for other people who are participating in the anniversary, which I completely forgot, aside from the opening thing to mention. Tell all your friends that it's our anniversary party. You can play for free on Steam through Sunday afternoon. And plus there's discounts on everything everywhere. And of course, there's really the one main thing I wanted to make sure I mentioned is that $1 from every season pass sold goes to cystinosis research via Natalie's Wish. And if you've already got both of the season passes, please do consider a donation just on your own. You can just go to cystinosisresearch.org and check it out. Even, $5 or something would be helpful. And you can rewatch our video where Setback explains why it's so important for cystinosis research, if you like, on our YouTube channel.
I was hoping you would use grenade launcher.
I am sorry, I did not know.
Well, I mean, it's your choice, but was your only damage dealing card.
It's your choice. I mean, even if you make a dumb one,
I can
that's what John's tone was saying.
It's all
I was
right.
hoping to cycle for a flak cannon.
I'm very used to John's judgmental tone on the stream. I just worry that some of the other people here might not be quite so used to it. What did you do? Yeah, little hint. Of those 3.2 million uses of the rewind button, 1.2 million were on the stream at John's behest because I screwed something up.
Yeah, I'm trying to cycle for better damage, but
Yeah, I mean, flak cannon's only 1 point better than grenade launcher.
that's true.
Unless you had it in hand. I wouldn't have done that.
Yes, Darren, 2,500. You called front side loss.
It's not over yet.
It's not. It's barely just begun. See, there's 4 more damage. Micro-targeting. I still want a John sound effect command that plays "Why did you do that?" for subscribers. That would be... Can you do sounds? I thought it was just icons and emoticons and stuff.
I don't know. Yeah, please destroy the pterodactyl thief also.
Right.
Jeremy.
We'll start with that. Is it okay if I hit the redistributor for 1 to do that?
Yep.
All right, good.
All I said was don't deliberately target it.
Right.
Like, if we can avoid it going into the trash, that would be good.
All right, I will do my usual experiment on myself now. Well, at least one of them's a burst.
Yeah, that's good.
The screen looks so much clearer. I wonder why that is. Could be because there's no whiskey, because it's the middle of the afternoon. That could be it.
It's always time for whiskey.
Yeah, but I do actually have to do a little bit of work after this, and then go home and not be drunk. So we can hold off on that. And we don't want people thinking that we all just get blasted at work. Although it is our anniversary. So I feel like people could make the argument for that. Ooh, battalion.
Alright, do we have some damage? The Wraith. Yeah.
Oh, you need to be running a bot to do sounds, they say. Okay.
Take that Baron Blade.
Nice.
I can destroy the Blade Battalion. Oh wait, do I
Please
not
stop.
want
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
I don't want to do that.
See, now I got the Celestial Tribunal music stuck in my head. That's good music to have.
You feel judged.
I do.
So do you want me to use the combustion or no? Because it would destroy Blade Battalion.
Yeah. I want you to use grenade launcher.
Yeah, that was... Hindsight is 20/20, John.
That was my foresight. No, we can't afford to destroy the Blade Battalion.
Yeah, so...
That's going to destroy the Blade Battalion.
6. All right, yeah. Maybe not so front side.
It's utility belt makes sense.
Yeah, we should be able to get him to flip at least, and hopefully we can continue pouring on the damage to get through him next round.
Yeah, even though we didn't like get set up, we are pretty set up. You know, everybody's getting some damage boosts happening.
Yeah, that obsidian field is helping a lot.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Let's get another one out.
All right. Yes, I will take that damage so that I can... Let's see, how many bursts? 4 bursts. All right, yeah, we'll definitely start with Fleet of Foot. Danger Sense, Turret Mode, Brainstorm, Stun Bolt, Blinding Speed. Yeah, I mean, we don't...
You could do Accelerated Assault, it won't destroy.
I know.
Those
Yeah.
cards.
I get 2, so I'm thinking Accelerated Assault, and then
And
I know it's...
Lightspeed Barrage.
Yeah, it's early, but I was going to Lightspeed Barrage anyway, because...
No. It's definitely the time.
that'll flip him. Oh, Darren, 2,500. Who does he owe money to?
So I would... Yeah, you could use the bottom of your deck. You might destroy the Blade Battalion, but you are unlikely to I mean, you could also destroy both if you reveal 2 like hypersonic assaults or something.
Yeah.
Legacy would be pretty safe choice, or Unity.
Yeah, I was thinking
Actually,
Unity again.
wouldn't be either, but it turns out to be okay.
All right.
You could kill everything with her card. Because yeah, he's at 13. If he got to 15, that would be it.
Yep.
Chomp chomp.
T-Rex
And that
bot.
T-Rex is enraged. Another Blade Battalion.
So now we're on the other side, so he doesn't discard extra cards.
Oh!
We have some more time.
So we have a reprieve.
If we don't destroy, like we have 2 rounds if we don't destroy anything, hopefully. Keep that in mind. I only have defensive cards. I think the Wraith has the most damage going on right now, so.
Handelabra. All right, make a note. Look into how to get a bot that does those things. Because I don't know anything about that. Oh, right, but there is damage reduction on this side. Not the end of the world, but...
You can hit the T-Rex, Jen.
Alright, time to atone for my mistake, at least a little bit. Bring back that grenade launcher.
Shoot him in the face!
There's another grenade.
And there's another grenade launcher.
Goodness gracious. Okay.
Oh, we got this.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to hit Baron Blade with that, but you can hit the T-Rex.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just get another platform bot out, probably. Yeah. Probably. I tripped over my tongue for a second there. I swear, there's no whiskey. Swear to God. All right. Ooh, look at this. We've got this well in hand. Let's definitely do it before the environment turn. That's what I would like to do.
I guess stun bolt makes sense.
If you can finish it off, Jeremy, then that will be the case.
Get rid of T-Rex.
Yeah, I think we'll be able to do this pretty easily. All right. Can I find 5 damage?
You only
Excuse
need.
me.
Well, yeah, it's true. 5. Never mind.
Oof. Might be tough. All right, so yes, I will take the damage. I will start with the Nimble Strike. So hopefully I'll draw a damage dealer. Oh!
Perfect timing.
Yes!
That worked out well.
I'm gonna sucker punch that guy! Oh, sorry, Baron Blade.
So much for frontside loss.
Yeah, what was that frontside loss? Darren. Ye of little faith. He got sucker punched. All right, excellent. Good times. That is an excellent way to start. All right, Krista, you're going to switch seats with me, and you're going to come up here. Now, you're also going to switch headsets with me.
Oh, okay.
Just because that's going to make it much easier.
Anniversary win.
That's also a good example of how you can win. You can often win a game against Baron Blade or similar villains quickly by just ignoring their minions.
Yeah, ignoring their setup, ignoring their minions. All right. You're just coming to sit here.
Gotcha.
You are the new Jeremy.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to be over here.
Okay.
I have the chat open on the
if I
side of
chat-
Safari.
If you hear chatting coming now from Krista, it's actually me.
To make it extra confusing.
Wait, I'm hearing Krista, but that's actually Jeremy? Is there a
Yes.
phosphate thing happening here?
We switched bodies. Is the name.
It's like a really odd. It's an odd play on Freaky Friday.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like
it's a Steve
extra
Martin
Freaky
film.
Friday. It is Friday the 13th.
That it is.
So, all right. Can you guys hear me? Okay. We had a weird setup for the mic for her, and she was.
Yeah, you kind of just sound like you're in the bathroom.
Okay, so if I come like this, is it better?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's more like you're more creepily in the bathroom.
It's like you're knocking on the stall and you're like, hello.
What you doing?
Anyone in there?
Everything okay? Need any help?
Just pull your feet up so no one sees you.
All right. I was still not the king, so whoever's running the room.
I think I'm still the king.
Well,
Who do we want to play?
Stuff
And where?
The newest stuff.
New stuff only.
New stuff only. All the new variants that aren't even out yet.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah,
Okay.
that works.
And yeah, one of the newer environments and one of the newer villains. Or team villains. We have team mode.
Yeah, team is newer than classic.
Yeah, let's do team.
Although I'm definitely slower when it goes to team mode because there's a lot more to keep
So just
track
pick the
of.
last 5
We
villains.
just had the lightning round against Baron Blade that took like 20 minutes, so. Cool. You folks pick your heroes and I'll pick mine last.
Where's the one for
You still have Chrono-Ranger or Argent Adept. I wonder which one Jean-Marc is going to take. Or Jean-Marc already took
I
Vision.
already have one. I got the
I'll
vision.
take Chrono-Ranger.
Okay.
Con.
Yeah, Chrono-Ranger is strong in team mode. Lots of versatility.
Alright, looks like we have all of our fancy new autumnal variants.
Alright.
Autumn of the variants. This doesn't have the same ring to it.
Yeah, I picked fall because of its double entendre.
How about Autumn of the Alternates?
Oh, there you go.
Yes, that
That's
works.
the alternate name.
Pumpkin
The variant
season of the
name,
promos.
as it were.
Form up, team. First round tonight's on me. Let's do this. By the book. Quick and brutal.
That's awesome.
That was really good.
All right, who's got the visionary? Nobody.
Jean-marc.
They say knowledge is power, so prepare to feel the power of my knowledge.
Mm.
I shall unleash it.
All right,
All
Krista,
right.
you're up for showing all the hero cards.
All right. So Visionary Unleashed. Or do we want to go over the heroes first, or?
Sure, you can talk about their power too, because they're new.
All right. So Visionary Unleashed has Crushing Lucidity. The power is the Visionary deals one target X psychic damage, where X equals the number of your ongoing cards in play plus 1.
Unfortunately, I start off with just one shot.
And then on the back, one target deals itself 1 psychic damage. Each player may discard a card. Any player that does draws 2 cards and select a damage type until the end or until the start of your next turn. Increase all damage of that type by 1. Let's see, and we have Mind Spike, Precognition, Prophetic Vision, and Psychic Maelstrom. And then David, you have the Captain Cosmic.
Alrighty. So should I read this off then?
Sure.
Alright. So Captain Cosmic Requital. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, put them into play in any order. Then, if there are 4 or more constructs in play, each construct deals Captain Cosmic 2 psychic damage. Ow. And then his flip side, this is interesting. Before removing your cards from the game, shuffle all constructs and put them under your character card. Whenever a construct is destroyed, remove from the game. And your 3 abilities are move 1 construct or the top card under this card to a new play area. A construct deals 1 target 1 energy damage. And each construct gains 1 HP. So really, you're playing like a villain deck. I wonder who.
And this was your most favorite variant to program.
Oh yes. So much time on it because I love it so much. Cosmic Crest, Dynamic Siphon, and 2 potent disruptions in hand. So, who's next?
Jen. You get to read 3 cards.
All right. So I have Eye on the Prize. Chrono-Ranger may deal 1 target, 1 projectile damage, draw a card, and play a card. Hunter and Hunted. Increase damage dealt to and by Chrono-Ranger by the number of bounty cards in play. Sudden Contract. Search your deck for a bounty card and put it into play, and then deal damage. And the Ultimate Target. Play next to a non-hero. Increase damage dealt by Chrono-Ranger to that target. And the first time that target deals damage each turn, you may use a power.
I'm sorry, I thought you had Skyscraper, but that's actually Krista.
Yeah. That would have, yeah.
So what I
was
said
like,
made no
alright, it seems like Krista should go first, but I'll just read anyway.
Yeah, sorry, well, now Krista, go.
We're all over the place. Yeah, so I actually haven't used the Extemist version of Skyscraper yet, but her power is Improvise. You may either play a link or move a link from your trash to your hand, then play the bottom card of your deck. And her flip side powers are 1 player puts the bottom card of their deck into their hand, 1 player might put a card into play and switch to a different size incapacitated Extremist Skyscraper card. And she has Colossal Left Hook, Linking Incursion, Rest and Recover, and Tectonic Chokeslam.
Oh, and you also have
pop that
Tiny
open
and
so you can do
Huge.
the other 2 character cards.
Oh, okay.
Pop open her character card again.
Yeah.
And yeah, the little gray icon at the top. There it is.
That's right. Oh, right, yeah. I completely forget that she does this. Intravenous Assault. Skyscraper deals 1 target X irreducible toxic damage, where X is the number of links on that target plus 1. Either destroy a link or switch to your normal character card. And then the other one is Upheaval. Destroy an environment card. If it was a target, Skyscraper deals 1 target 3 projectile damage. If not, Skyscraper deals each target 2 sonic damage and switches to her normal character card. And I believe we have John.
Yep. So the Argent Adept, the Dark Conductor Argent Adept, has Dark Dynamics. His power: reveal the top 2 card of any 2 decks, put 1 card into play and the other into the trash. On the incapacitated side, it's play, draw, and destroy target with 2 or fewer. And he's bleeding pretty hard there. It's not a good look. A couple of Arcane Cadences, Drake's Pipes, and Telemon's Lyra. I think we're ready for the villains to do their business.
Right.
Completionist guys unlock. You heard it here first. Beat Oblivion with every hero in the game on advanced.
Challenge mode.
Yeah, an advanced challenge mode. If there even is going to be a challenge mode for Oblivion, which I have no idea if there will or not.
I think Christopher said there would be.
Oh, there would? Oh, wow.
Oh wow. Okay. Great. That'll be fun. Who wants to take this mission objective?
Yeah, I forgot to tell you, Chris, that you're not going to be able to hear music or sound effects or anything.
Yeah, it's a little jarring.
Who is likely to have damage reduction soon?
Just by agents, so.
Oh,
Actually-
never mind. Yeah.
Actually, put it on me. I can get damage reduction.
Okay. And you'll want to have damage reduction.
Yeah. Well, it gives me an excuse to put those shields on me if I get them.
Yeah, because they'll be hitting you.
If you get both, it's enough to negate all the damage, which is nice.
All right, I guess you're hitting everything.
Hit all the things. Oh, what? Oh. No. Oh.
All villain targets are immune to damage. Do you want to rewind that?
Or nothing.
Yes. Rewind.
Rewind after we get through.
Yeah,
all the-
that's what I was saying. I have a hard time keeping track of all the effects.
So yes,
Okay.
the world improved. If we want, you can look at the villain cards in play. Villain targets are immune to damage at the end of a hero's turn. If no cards were played and no powers were used, destroy this card. So we could get rid of
Well,
that.
I'm gonna double skip, so that can happen.
3.1 million and 1 rewinds now used.
And
I'm looking
Well,
carefully
what's
for
that?
my color commentary opportunities. So.
now the plague rat will hit everyone for you, jean-marc. So except because of espionage. Don't mess up Greazer's hair.
Alrighty. Who wants to use powers out of turn? Because I don't think there's a whole lot of energy damage right now, except from Greazer.
Not me yet.
I mean, Argent Adept is on the artwork.
It's true. I was wondering if there's anybody else who wanted it. Like Argent Adept. Dark Conductor doesn't let him play his instruments. Oh, good.
Oh, good.
Exactly
They're gonna murder you.
This is exactly what I wanted. For those listening at home, this is not what I wanted.
You can put a wounding buffer on yourself, and
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And then you'll get to use your power once and then not again.
well, no, if you put wounding buffer on yourself, then that's right. Yeah, that's true.
Put both dynamic siphons on you, like
Yeah, you should put one on Skyscraper.
yeah, whenever you want to do that. Force of habit.
Rewind to use a power. Number of rewinds +1.
Oh.
Still missing one person.
I think Jen.
Jen?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, Yeah, just looking at the chat, and I'm seeing people discussing some of the variants. I also really like this Captain Cosmic because things that he does cause lots more damage to happen. Granted, a lot of it is to him, but I still like it. I like being able to play a lot of cards all at once, just like, willy-nilly. You know, like, that's why I love, what's his name, the Scholar's card that lets you put the top card of every deck into play.
Did you put the Autonomous Blade next to the wounding buffer?
I did, because
That's
I'm gonna
awesome.
do we want to hit Sergeant Steel? Probably. He does the most damage. Or kill the Espionage, maybe?
Yeah, the Espionage is making it tough because Plague Rat would help us, but he's not helping us.
Yeah, alright. I'll hit that guy.
I can reveal the top card of any 2 decks.
That organ.
Yeah, that organ. I'm gonna choose myself and Skyscraper. I got a horn and a link. I like the link. We'll play that. I don't think I have any songs that have to do with that horn, so at the moment.
Yeah, more organ for the Court of Blood.
So something that deals lots of damage. Like maybe Greazer. Greazer's gonna go after Skyscraper with a lot of damage, so that might be a good one.
Yeah, either Greazer or Sergeant Steel. They're the 2 heavy hitters for single hits.
Yeah, we'll try Greazer.
I mean, Greazer's coming after you specifically, so.
Yeah.
I like this wounding buffer dynamic siphon combo.
Yeah, there's a lot of really interesting combos you can do with this Captain Cosmic.
And Krista gets to use a power.
Pancrase says, I want to hear what guys do when, quote, he can do Dark Conductor, unquote.
I said last week, or I guess last stream, that we won't show that on the stream so people can find that for themselves.
Yeah.
But it will be great. Hey, cool. So you could have Greazer hit his hair, which will make himself hit himself for hitting his hair. That's always fun.
So wait, should I play it next to Greazer or next to his hair?
I guess if you put it next to his hair, then he hits his hair for hitting his hair, and then he hits himself for hitting his hair.
Put it next to Greazer, I think.
I mean, but it is actually better to be next to Greazer because your tiny ability lets you deal like more damage when the link's on something.
Why are you hitting yourself?
Why are you hitting yourself? Why is your hair hitting itself?
I just like the image of Skyscraper hiding in his hair and him punching it.
Oh my god, yes, that's exactly it.
Yeah, so if you make him hit his hair, then yeah, he'll punch himself for his hair. Yeah, he's like, get
So he's like, where are you? I know you're in there somewhere.
You take a flea comb to your head.
Yeah, exactly. A hair-raising battle indeed, Dark Grey.
Oh, Captain Cosmic. Okay.
It's cool. I'm basically a hero deck when I'm dead.
That's true. And now she's going to kill a thing and then do some damage because she killed a thing.
That is the damage.
You want the siphon? Okay. Ugh. Well, Chrono-Ranger hasn't even got to go yet.
Nope.
We're still in the first round?
Yes.
Not even halfway to the first round. I guess this is the halfway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
villains.
pretty crazy already.
If you went tiny, you would be able to do a bunch of damage to Greazer.
Yeah, that's what I was reading. Alright.
You can do the
Hey, you can do the same thing again.
And refresh us exactly what that was, John.
Have Greazer hit his hair.
So that the whole sentence is what makes it funny. Like, you could hit his hair and have his hair hit his hair, which you then could, like, I don't remember how you said it, but it was very funny.
I mean, rewind and listen to it again.
Okay. You could have his hair hit.
Greazer is so confused right now.
I kind of feel bad.
This would, I think, yeah, Chrono-Ranger, Skyscraper, Argent, Adept would make use of this. I'd suggest
Okay.
Chrono-Ranger.
Yeah, I was looking to see. Yeah, Argent Adept already has something next to him, so I'll give it to that to him. Let's see.
Now you're in his blood.
He's almost like, yeah, I'm out of here.
Misinformation. Being annoying.
Not quite annoying enough to target first, but definitely annoying enough to be the most annoying.
Alright, I get a turn.
You get a turn.
Yay! Alright, let's play Eye of the Prize.
And whatever you choose, it's gonna redirect to Skyscraper.
Oh,
But
crap.
it's
You
good
may-
that it's
that
good
you-
that it's eyes.
Yeah,
because-
and it's only 1 damage, so we should make it do it so it gets used up.
Okay.
yeah.
Could be worse. Yeah, if it was like 5 damage or something.
So many things happening.
And Heartbreaker appears.
Thank goodness we don't have the Dark Watch.
Let's see what I got. What bounty card should I put in play?
By any means would be handy.
Yeah,
if we
we
can get rid of the Espion Agent.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Where is
Help
that
us.
agent?
Well, no. I mean, like, if we get rid of Espion Agent, by any means, we'll increase Plague Rat's damage to whoever it's on.
yeah,
Right.
I would put it on something that's going to be around a while so that you can use your power to assign it to other things.
Alright, how about the Operative? She'll be
Yeah,
around.
that's a good choice, especially
Yeah.
since. Oh wait,
Alright.
is she advanced or is this regular?
No, it's just regular.
Okay.
Are we targeting Greazer still?
Sure.
Since he is the lowest. Alright, and then I don't know if I read it before, but variant Chrono-Ranger's power, select a non-hero target. Until after the next time you use a power, all bounty cards also affect that target and are not destroyed when that target leaves play. I also have the micro assembler on me. I don't know, which one should I use? I don't know, I'll
You
try.
get Jim's hat with it as well. Like, it's a
Yeah, you can get any equipment card, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, that actually is more useful right now. What should I discard? Yeah, Jim's hat seems useful.
Oh, the rebounding debilitator stopped him from hitting himself. Oh well. I get a turn.
And Chris says, wow, I never saw powers were added to the cards. Is that a new thing? It is not a new thing. You're probably just used to the fact that, like, when a new power has been given to a card, when you tap it once, you see a second green thing that you can tap in. But since you can also use powers directly from the full card view, if you tap it and bring it up, you'll see use first power, use second power, and then full listings of those powers. And I don't believe there's a limit to that. If there was more than one, like I know with Plaguerat, heroes gain 2 extra powers, and you'll see them all listed there right on the character card.
I think a lot of people who are used to the game don't pull up the full card to use power, so they might not see that.
Yeah, I think that's probably true.
Now.
Let's choose Captain Cosmic and Chrono-Ranger. I'm going to choose to play I'm the Prize.
Yay!
I don't know that I've ever seen this exact combination of villains from Bills and Multiples, which would make sense because there's like 100,000 possible combinations. But I did, that just triggered a memory in me that when we were putting together the video and Krista was like, hey, let's go back and figure out the number of things, that 59.98 trillion possible combinations is more correct than any other number we've put out before, because I actually went through and redid the calculation so that, like, if you're playing with 3 heroes, you're only playing against 3 villains. And if you're playing against 4 heroes, you're only playing against 4 villains. That was not a number we were controlling for the first time we went through those numbers, when we were like, it's like 48 quadrillion. So it's actually like much closer, but it's also only content that is currently in the game. So it doesn't count environments or heroes that we have not yet released. It certainly doesn't include Oblivion, because I don't think there's a physical possible way, short of like calculus, to figure out how many different ways there's going to be to play against Oblivion, because it just keeps going forever. Like how many possible combinations you can have, and there's also the question of variance, which we have never yet included in that calculation because that's just too much to figure out.
Ooh, actually,
yeah, we should have picked Captain Cosmic first.
I'm willing to rewind it, but that's a lot, so I understand if other people are willing to rewind it.
It also doesn't count advanced or challenge, if you consider those to be separate.
Great, they all get to activate.
Visionary doesn't feel very unleashed.
Feels more leashed.
Well, I had to skip my first entire turn, and she hasn't had a second one, and she has no ongoing, so it was never worth giving me a power and all this other stuff.
You're getting a turn now. Don't complain.
Yay! With only 1 shot still. Can I at least deal damage this time?
Yes.
Yeah, now if you Psychic Maelstrom, it will hit everyone.
Alright, well. Here we go.
Should have hit the tanker first.
Tanker.
Oh,
Tanker that was giving damage reduction to Plague Rat.
You can do 2 damage to the Operative.
No, Plague Rat's not going to murder us all.
It's actually going to help us almost as much as he hurts us this turn.
Well, he would have been +3 or +2 damage or whatever before, but he played some handlers.
Does the order matter here?
I don't think so. The hairs.
Okay.
I don't think the order will matter. Lots of bubbles.
Alright, I'm pretty sure I have no constructs left in play. Harsh offense.
Yay, goodbye, Altered Fates.
Yeah, maximum damage.
Kill Greazer.
Yeah, that is true, I could. Alright, build it.
See ya, daddy-o.
Alright, so I could do 2 targets, 3 energy damage, or I could give someone a power to do 3 energy damage. Do we care that much? Does anyone need that?
You can blow him up.
Alright, I'm gonna blow him up.
The stuff is a happen.
I guess Sergeant Steel and misinformation, since we're
Sure.
keeping the operative alive.
Until the operative starts killing us.
Ooh, which power to use?
You can micro-assemble yourself a gun to shoot with.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Alright, let's see.
I think now would be a good time to punch everything.
Yeah. Alright, let me see. Oop, no! Where'd it go?
Yeah, that's the one. There you go.
Well, we may at least hear a new villain team victory
Combination,
combo.
yeah.
Alright, let's see. This will try Sergeant Steel.
We're doing okay.
What we really need is a Thorathian monolith. That'll keep us safe for at least a turn.
Thanks, Mimitone.
Yay!
I think the order won't matter here, so.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
I guess it did matter because Plague played a card.
Plague Rat played a card.
Probably destroy the micro-assembler, maybe?
That's not one of Chrono-Ranger's equipment
Oh,
cards.
you're right.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really need the hat having only 2 cards in your hand as well.
Yeah, that's true. Bye bye, hat.
Bye bye, Chrono Hat.
Our HP is not amazing.
It's alright, we still have more than one.
It's true.
Do we have any?
And-
yeah.
Yeah,
Skyscraper
well-
won't kill us because we're destroying a target.
Yeah. Good. She didn't deal us all 2 damage. There goes your energy bracer. You didn't need that.
No.
Oh no, Chrono-Ranger, your arm.
No.
Oh no. Alright. Does anyone want to use a power? I think that's a good idea. Who has the most useful power right now?
I like that other ability. At the start of their turn, they could discard a card to play a card.
Actually, if we could rewind, I'll do that one. That's kind of neat. Is he, like, I don't, that's sort of unique, that one.
That is extremely unique.
Yeah.
Similar to Augmented Ally.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that. These are cards I want.
Damage reduction. Gimme.
How about a hit point?
Woo! Free health!
Also, this combos really well with my power, so if there's cards we want someone to play, you can put them on top.
Sure.
That'd actually be pretty good. Maybe a Vitality Conduit.
Anyone have a power out there that we want to use? I think probably
Yours or mine?
that handler that's doing bad things is gone now. I think that's good. Yeah, the only trouble with destroying that other handler is that Plague Rat's going to do a lot of damage, but he's going to do more damage anyways because of that handler to us, so I'll just do this.
Yay, I does the thing.
You're doing things.
Does the order matter?
No.
Okay.
Oh, we have -1, but oh well, that's just
Hold the line. Yeah, nothing to be done about that.
it's not a big deal.
More health.
Working on it.
I would say the bomb specialist, probably.
Hey, Katarina can, take out one of them. Yeah, Heartbreaker's annoying, but we'll probably get rid of him before he goes, so.
The bomb specialist doubles up steal's damage.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Oh, what's that? A field inventor. Oh, that never went off yet.
Yeah.
uh,
It's not enough to kill, but damn close.
well, whoever takes it will get killed by Plague Rat.
Not if the Visionary can save them.
Not if the Visionary can save them. Can the Visionary save them? Who has the more useful incapacitated ability? No, not bad. I will volunteer. Yeah, I like this incapability to play 2 cards on a turn.
Do I want to know what Jeremy's bathroom creeper voice is?
What?
In the chat?
Just his normal voice.
Oh, okay. No, I had never heard it referred to that way.
Hi, guys.
Are you aware of Mega Gunner return damage when choosing a target here?
Yeah, order matters because you're gonna die. If you, well, actually, yeah, if you hit Sergeant Steel target, then if you don't, then you're okay.
Any agent.
Heartbreaker?
Yeah, I could take a Heartbreaker.
That's a good choice.
And then probably hit character cards.
Like,
Green.
misinformation.
Yeah, put your votes in. Okay.
Get your votes in.
Dealing damage once. Dealing damage twice. Done.
This is kind of a bummer game for the Visionary. Sucks.
Yeah, I was expecting her to be doing all sorts of things.
Got a split vote here.
We can almost take out misinformation before her turn here, so
Well, that's true, yeah.
I think we should do that. And Plague Rat
She's
will
like,
help.
I worked. It took me so long to get to this unleashed point in my life. Why?
You have not even done one ongoing card. You
Nope.
haven't even drawn one.
Nope.
Still no.
Yeah. Things just aren't going that great for the Visionary.
All right, so here we're losing most of our heroes.
Actually, just one. Just Argent Adept, because he played a handler.
Oh, he played a handler. Okay, if he didn't, then we'd be all dead.
It's still a bummer because he's not going to hit the villains, but less people are dead, so that is a bonus.
True. And he's hitting Dame Katarina instead of us because she's higher.
Do you have a Thorathian monolith? No, you do not. So I will put this on myself.
Can you use
But
your
I like your
maybe
incap.
die? I guess you could Potent Disruption. Go out with a Blaze of Glory.
I could, but I kind of want to roll the dice on
Wrong game.
using
I mean,
my
you're still gonna roll the dice. If your power goes off and you have 3 constructs, they will kill you even with your Energy Bracer.
People,
Not
there's
if I
no
get
dice in this
another
game.
energy bracer.
What are you talking about?
If I get the other energy bracer, or one of the other 2, then I will live.
Yeah, you roll the pitch dice.
Well, we know that one of them is on the bottom of your deck, so
I'm gonna roll him.
And if it's a corner 4,
No.
now you're dead,
Actually, I'm not, because I only got 2 constructs.
and
That's
you'll
what
have
we
a
need.
total of 3 in play. I guess, but you can use Conservation of Energy to get rid of them. Yeah.
So that's what
It's
we need. We
4,
already have Sentinels of the
3.
9th in bottom of the 9th. What we need is a bottom of the Multiverse expansion for Sentinels of the Multiverse that brings dice into the game.
I think you should keep that Energy Bracer so that the Operative doesn't kill you.
there's a new Meeple hero.
Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is that augmented ally is useful in Skyscraper, I think, so I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna disrupt the Vitality Conduit, as unintuitive as that sounds.
Yeah, they can take out misinformation. Hey, we're even with them. Number of incaps so far. The Idolater! It's just listening about him.
So yeah, discarding a card here should let Skyscraper use her power for this size and another size if she switches to it, right?
Yes, I believe so. Just looking to see it.
Yeah, remember, with the Idolater, hero targets cannot regain HP right now.
Alright, I think I'm
Destroy the infidel.
The chat seems undecided regarding my level of drunkenness. Since everybody's being quiet, I'll jump in and say that we have already raised more than $200 for cystinosis research. I was just checking the current stats on my phone here. Between everything we did yesterday and what I know so far of today, which is only Steam, we've already sold more than 200 season passes, so that is $200 for cystinosis research, which we're super excited about. If you want more information about that, go to cystinosisresearch.org or go to sentinelsdigital.com and there's a link to it from there.
Skyscraper has acquired a Thorathian monolith.
We just gotta play it.
You somehow have to play it off an incapability or something before it's too late. This is misinformation's discard and draw, which is actually kind of helpful. Unless you can't draw cards, in which case it's mean. I can let you play if you're alive on my turn. Well, Visionary's at 1 hit point, so this won't make any difference.
Game's been kind of brutal.
I want to play my decoy projection.
You want to play your decoy projection?
I think the Wraithian monolith will protect us more.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Basically, I want a card played that prevents me from dying.
Is more likely to prevent you from dying.
Now everyone's the objective. Doesn't matter because it's getting redirected.
Well, it does matter because
it gets redirected to Skyscraper.
Right. Oh, but then shouldn't mission objective increase it? But I guess it's still minus, so -1. Oh, it's by agents, but not by Sergeant Steel.
Correct.
And Mega Gunner's got the plus extra though, so you still can avoid hitting them. Unless you can kill Sergeant Steel. He's at 4, so close. Yeah.
I could only yeah.
If you hit him,
the
then
decoy projection will take my pain, so I could.
No, Skyscraper will take your pain.
No,
right.
Go to Oh, that's right. It'll redirect to decoy projection, then to skyscraper.
Right.
So.
So that would kill skyscraper.
Yeah.
Which we don't want.
So you can go after Operative or Plague Rat.
Yay, an ongoing guard.
Yay!
Always wanted one of those.
More handlers.
Should be okay.
Yeah.
He's not going to damage anybody, I think.
The Yeah, those handlers that reduce damage to villain targets are really annoying.
I don't think I want to do this. Do I? I have too few cards.
Now you could, with Potent Disruption, you could kill Sergeant Steel.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do with the Augmented Ally on Skyscraper.
Okay, yeah, because everyone's kind of running out of cards now that we've been using these start of turn things.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
The heroes are ahead, 3-2.
Yay!
And it's the perfect.
Oh, do you have 2 energy bracers now?
I do. We're back in business.
Nice.
Play the card that lets you skip Skyscraper's turn entirely so it doesn't destroy. There has to be a moment.
Is there a card to do that?
There is.
Yes. You can be playing against Wager Master, and out of turn, get him to play the thing that reverses the turn order before you get to Skyscraper's turn.
Well, or you could be in Mars base and skip your turn.
That's true.
So if you discard one, you'll only have 2 left total. So could be worth it though. Actually, if you could safely play the Chokeslam now without killing Visionary, and now's the only time you can do that.
Ah. Okay.
Also, Chokeslam will let you use your...
Yeah, you don't want to discard it, you want to play it.
Whoops.
So, Chokeslam will let you use your power, which I'm not sure you want to do. Because that will kill the Vision. Oh wait, no, it's the Wraithian Monolith.
Yeah, that you can play... Yeah, if you play... Actually, will your power do more damage? Is it 2 sonic damage?
2 to everybody.
So it might be... The ally isn't there anymore. We want to rewind...
This is from the Dynamic Siphon. Are we not rewinding to start of turn anymore?
Yeah, we're trying to, but not everyone's doing it.
Oh. Yeah. I was reading the chat.
So yeah, probably...
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the Dynamic Siphon will let you then also use your power. That's great. Does Plague Rat have the one that makes him play a card?
No. So
Chris
order...
Provinces asks, are the Sentinels at the bottom of the credits and bottom of the ninth new? I mean, they're new as in bottom of the ninth is new, but I'm pretty sure they've been in there since the first version of bottom of the ninth, right?
Since the tablet update.
Oh, since the tablet update. Okay, then yes, they are new-ish.
Hey, you can destroy an ongoing card.
May as
Okay.
well.
Oh, the Thracian monolith redirected the damage from the dynamic siphon.
Oh, so it didn't work. Yeah.
It's a bummer. Using your power will kill Visionary.
Everyone.
All
If you
right.
use your power now, everyone will die.
All right.
Actually, I will live.
Oh, that's true.
But I'll be the only one.
Captain Cosmic would survive.
I still have the decoy protection.
Oh, that's true. So you would die. So you could hit the villains first and then kill yourself, I guess. But might be better to stay alive at this point. You just want to play that ongoing card, no matter what.
If I can.
So probably want to use my power.
Yeah, there's not a lot of cards left for people to discard.
Draw a card or use my power, I think.
Yeah, your power is going to be red now, so.
Yeah, because I've got full setup.
Yeah, power, yeah.
Power Captain Cosmic.
Sounds good to me.
Oh boy.
Right.
Not my favorite.
That's okay. You can get rid of that one. That one's good. Like, I think it works out. You can give this to Visionary and deal more damage than you can do right now.
Yeah. You want that, Jean-Marc?
Yeah, I guess, or Skyscraper could always use it.
I mean, if you want to.
Gonna do more damage
It'll let
than
you play
do
the
right-
one shot instead of the ongoing.
Unless you want to use Foresight, I guess. And the constructs attack you
For nothing.
for nothing.
I don't think order matters here. Unless, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it will. I guess Skyscraper gets to use a power, which actually Skyscraper could destroy the Operative. With the we didn't give the Cosmic Weapon to the Skyscraper.
Oh, we should have.
I mean,
If you want,
so
we can go back. But
you could go back and you could use your power and kill the Operative, and then yourself. You don't have to use a power either, so.
Fine with whichever.
Any preferences?
It's risky.
I don't think we
But
should go back and change who gets the Cosmic Weapon. That's more cheaty, I think.
Alright. So then
So I
you
guess
can. It's your choice. You can use your power and kill yourself and the Operative.
Yeah, if you are going to use your power, we should rewind to do the least damage to the heroes, though. But if you're not, then you can just skip.
Yeah, I'll just skip. That's fine.
Well, I could destroy the Operative.
Could. Is there a better play?
What do you mean, is there a better play? This game, you just play your best card, and that's it. Come on. We've been
I
over
mean,
this.
the Visionary could deal 3 targets damage instead of just 1. If I let you play your one shot.
Oh yeah, sure.
Could
So
give
you could
card
discard-
draws to like Skyscraper if we think she'll last that long.
I don't think she'll last that long. Not if the Operative is around. Actually, not if Plague Rat is around either.
Frankly, I'm
Well,
surprised we've lasted.
The Operative would be gone by Jean-Marc's
kidding.
turn. But yeah, Plague Rat.
Plague Rat is gonna kill everyone except Captain Cosmic. So, I'm gonna have Visionary play a card, I think.
Hooray.
The game did something weird, but now it's back.
Goodbye, Idolater. We could heal if we had any cards that healed. So you could hit the Dynamic Siphon on if Skyscraper wanted to suicide now, we could do that. I don't think you need to though. So I mean, you could hit a handler, I guess.
It's just gonna go after the neutralizer.
Sure. Lots of options.
There's this hanging meanwhile button on my screen.
Yeah, it's from that Skyscraper choosing a power to use. That didn't get cleaned up for some reason. I got it too. It'll probably go away the next time that happens. That's a bug. Yeah, it's gone now.
All right. Ongoing card.
Finally.
And I'm going to use the cosmic weapon.
Yeah, your decard protection will save you from Plague Rat unless he plays a card that hurts you, which is likely. The Siphon? Are we going to use the Siphon? Okay.
And if we are, we are, and if we're not, then it doesn't matter which one.
Alright. So.
It's your
Once
call.
again presented with the ultimate choice.
The thing is, like, Plague Rat is going to kill you at the end of his turn.
Well, yeah, I guess might as well just go for it.
You may as well. Actually, you could destroy the target now. There's a
Oh
target.
yeah, that's true. And then it wouldn't be suicide. It would just be punching Plague Rat.
Yeah, and he'll do more damage to Plague Rat that way, anyways. So.
Wait, so which one? Of the environments?
The target.
Yeah,
When you
good.
destroy a target, you don't damage everybody. You just damage one person.
Nope. Yeah.
And he's now. Yeah,
It was a valiant effort.
Which hero targets the highest hit point? One of these 3 hit point constructs.
Yeah, that's pretty sad.
And now Plague Rat gets more guys.
Oh wait, I totally forgot about the rebounding debilitator. We could save Skyscraper too.
Oh yeah?
If we target Skyscraper first, the debilitator
Oh,
will
yeah.
protect her,
That's true.
and the decoy will protect Visionary.
Let's do it.
We are so living on a razor blade rate.
And then Visionary. So it goes to the decoy. And
I'm not sure it actually matters. No, it does matter. Hit me next because he's gonna destroy my bracers.
Is it possible he can destroy one of his handlers first, or no? These too many restrainers.
No, too many restrainers.
And he's gonna kill your bracers? Oh yeah, that's rough. Well.
Welp.
No, but do you have a thing to get them back?
I can get one of them back.
But he'll hit it for 3, so it's whether you think it's... You have destructive response. Yeah, if you bring it back, he'll hit it for 3 damage, so whether you want that. But you could also put a dynamic siphon back and use a power and destroy the neutralizer so that he deals less damage to your
Oh my
construct.
goodness. Alright, will you finding this again?
Alright.
Gracious. Okay.
Rewind, Jennifer.
What a complicated
okay.
rat turn.
Krista,
Turns out the
you need to,
developers are the ones who make the rewind stats so high.
Yeah, so Krista, when you're done, you're gonna have to go back and fix that video to take it up to 3 million, 3.2 million.
Oh, take it out so we didn't rewind and we did it right the first time. Alright, Visionary, we can do that part. He's gonna destroy the decoy anyway.
Oh, we still want to hit me first, because...
No. He will be reducing his damage increase.
Oh, alright, so dynamic
We
siphon.
hit the dynamic siphon first.
Yeah.
Oh, do we need to cut? Yeah, dynamic siphon. But we need a cosmic weapon out too, don't we? Or do we already have? Visionary has one. Yeah. So sustained influence.
To put it back into play.
Put it on because Visionary has the cosmic weapon, right? Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking that I was going to use it and hope for the best with a bunch of damage cards.
Oh no, but if you put on Visionary, then she can use the cosmic weapon and for sure destroy that thing that has 3 hit points. That is
you're right.
Damage that he deals, right?
Yes, you are correct.
And then you can pling those guys. Actually, yeah, you could. Well, that wasn't really worth it. Again. And now he's only +1 instead of +2.
Yeah. So now I can just blank whoever's left.
And then your constructs will survive.
I can also use dynamic siphon again.
Oh, that's true. And you can use your other power. Actually, yeah, use your other power to hit the restrainer. He's still not going to get through, but progress.
And yeah, from here we can just choose for me.
That's why order matters.
A lot, apparently.
Yeah, it super mattered there.
I mean, we could have chosen an order in which we lose the game there, right?
Yeah. Alright, so...
Better position.
I feel like I want to get ahead of this problem and put Vitality Conduit into play.
Alright.
See if we can't come back from the brink at least a little bit.
And put it next to yourself or next to energy bracers?
Either myself or another hero.
I think, I mean, when you're at this stage, I usually put the Vitality Conduits on Captain Cosmic because if he dies, then they all go away.
Yeah, fair enough.
I guess actually in this version they don't. They don't 100% go away, but... And yeah, you don't have a lot of hit points, but...
Like on the yes no, like with the art, it looks like the mask is saying yes.
Yes.
I never saw that before.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about it.
Played next to Dynamic Siphon?
Yeah, because I wanted to trigger off of my power Dynamic Siphon damaging myself.
But it won't damage you because it'll be reduced to 0.
Oh, shoot. Well, I feel silly.
Well, we can just go back to your card play.
Yeah. Not like that was a complicated phase.
Yeah, that wasn't that complicated.
Anybody keeping track of how many times we've rewound this game?
That's 6 times.
Alright, so Cataclysm, that's not great.
Well, it's going to happen, so you may as well do the Potent Disruption first.
So
that
if I
tanker.
lower that,
Harsh in the groove. Yeah, you can.
I can give myself a little hit points first.
You'll be doing 5 to the tanker. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Give yourself some hit points. I think with the Cataclysm, these are all going to get...
Yeah, these are all gonna go away, so...
Unless, I mean,
guess-
instead you could do the Irreducible to Plague Rat.
That's true. I feel like I want to wipe his board just in case.
The problem, if you wipe the board, then you didn't do enough damage to the tanker to do that. But
Oh shoot.
he is healing a bunch all the time and everything, so... If he doesn't have any guys, he does a lot more damage. That's the problem, but... No cards. Skyscraper is improbably alive. So here, if you use your power once again,
You will kill yourself and your team.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you could probably kill yourself before killing.
yeah, you could kill yourself before hitting the others, but
It's not worth it.
three against one should be able to do this.
Yeah, totally. Right. I feel like no power from Skyscraper. Maybe from Mere Visionary. Definitely no discards. What do you guys think?
Hmm. You using a power is very dangerous to yourself.
I have
I mean, someone
no
can
constructs in
draw a
play. I'll
card.
be safe no matter what.
You could play 3 constructs. Oh, but do you know what
Yeah,
the
only
3 cards
4.
are?
I only have 2 in my deck, and also it's 4 constructs that are the magic number.
Yeah.
Oh, is it 4 that's the magic number?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's
okay.
the problem if you play one from hand and then play 3.
Right.
Yeah. And it has a vitality conduit and an energy
Yeah.
grace.
Okay, yeah, you should
So
do
that's
this.
definitely a good idea.
And then a harsh offense that just won't do anything. So
So
yeah,
power,
power on Captain Cosmic.
Captain Cosmic. All right.
He has burned through his deck. That's that energy bracer that we put on the bottom way back.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Goodness. Probably both on me then.
Yep. Just do what you can with them.
No pressure. 0 damage, my favorite amount of damage.
Do it to the zeroist.
The zeroist.
Yeah. Also, the constructs are the highest hit point targets, so they're getting hit by. Yep, like this is gonna hit a construct for 7 damage.
Probably Vitality Conduit.
I think it has to be Vitality Conduit,
Yeah,
even though it's a shame.
that is a shame.
Well, you can hit Plague Rat. Oh, it's too bad because then you would be able to use this to hit the Vitality Conduit.
I hit the Vitality Conduit.
But it's a destroyed, so I can't do anything.
Yeah.
He's only got 20 hit points. I could destroy. There are several targets with 2 or fewer hit points.
That's true. There are.
Please no.
All right.
I'm safe. Never mind.
So, play a card or draw a card. Any preference?
Rebounding Debilitator might save another life.
That's true. Save a life. Play a Rebounding Debilitator today.
That's not great.
Oh no. Well, that's gonna go after. Oh, both of these are happening. Well, wants to be incapacitated?
Who has more useful incapacitated things if they get to use them?
Point. Yeah, Visionary, one target deals itself 1 psychic damage will put the hurt on Plague Rat.
That's true.
And Skyscraper's got...
Redirecting environment damage could be kind of helpful.
Or reducing environment damage.
Yeah.
Or switching, like she can the other ones, so... Takes a turn, though. Alright, someone has to volunteer.
I volunteer as tribute.
As the new vampire.
No, not the bracer.
Oh, no. The plan is falling apart.
Another ongoing.
Yes. I'm finally unleashed. Unless there's an important hero ongoing card to put on top of a hero deck.
Not anymore.
It's you or me.
There was the Rathian Monolith, but it's gone now.
Yeah. Alright, I'll deal with it.
That's what you've been wanting to do all game. Oh, it's Cocoon!
I know,
Please
but
survive
now
long
that I've
enough to play
That
Cocoon.
would be useful.
hesitant.
Oh no.
Oh, that's the end.
Yeah, so yeah, as soon as Skyscraper got killed, then her link went away, right? So.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I feel like we did pretty well there.
Yeah,
Better than we thought
I
we
think we lasted far longer than anyone expected.
Yep.
Given how
That is-
quickly we went down to the single digits.
And you lasted the longest, Jean-Marc. You were in single digits, like, since the second round, I think.
Yeah, I was at 1 HP for several turns. Few
Definitely
rounds.
an interesting villain's music mix.
I can't. I can't hear
You
it.
can't hear it, yeah.
I like the cat that pops up for misinformation once in a while.
Yeah, with the laughing and the cat. Very cool. Alright, here.
Yeah, we will switch back.
Okay.
Oh, back in my old threadbare, falling apart chair. Very exciting. All right, cool. So, thanks everybody for joining us on our anniversary. Just a couple of things to wrap up before we take off today. To remind everyone to tell your friends to try out Sentinels of the Multiverse for free. Just head to sentinelsdigital.com. And that's where they can get all the cool information, as well as to pick up all of the expansions and soundtracks and everything like that on sale. A special reminder that we are raising money for Cystinosis research via sales of season passes. As I mentioned earlier, we've already raised over $200. know that I'm ready to say what I hope we'll get to, but if we can crack 1,000 for the weekend, that would be really super awesome. If you've already bought the season passes and therefore you can't buy them again, why not just donate yourself? You can head to systenosisresearch.org and wait, soundtracks on sale. Yes, the soundtracks are also on sale. They're just $1.95 for any soundtrack from Steam, Handelabra.com, or our Bandcamp, which is handelabra.bandcamp.com. You can get all the soundtracks for $1.95 each. Right, so yes, systenosisresearch.org. Play the Sentinels for free. Tell your friends. And we haven't even mentioned it, but Bottom of the Ninth is out on Steam now, and it is also on sale all week through this coming Wednesday. Not only on Steam, but it's also on sale on mobile. So if you've been holding out to check out Bottom of the Ninth, you can do that. Can we get a properly spelled link to the Direct Donation website? You can. You can always go to sentinelsdigital.com too, because it's right there. Oh, right. Thank you for reminding me about that, Jean-Marc. You got to see the almost finished version of Celestial Tribunal. There you go. There's the link. And that is the last piece of music that we're holding the Villains of the Multiverse soundtrack for, because it doesn't really fit with Oblivion, and it's going to be part of the mini pack. We wanted to include it with the Villains soundtrack. So once that is finished and mastered and ready to go, we will be launching the Villains of the Multiverse soundtrack, aka Volume 7. Just a reminder that if you are a Kickstarter backer, you are getting that for free. It will be on your backer kit, and we'll make sure to announce it, and we'll make a Kickstarter update and all the rest of it. But if you're not, and you're looking to get that soundtrack, we hope it to be in the next couple weeks. I can't give you a specific date, but you know, as you see, we're working on it now. We basically just have to let Jean-Marc finish up that last track and then master everything, and then we'll be ready to go. So that's what's going on with that. I should probably do my quick little wrap-up, my normal wrap-up speech. Boop. So that about does it for another episode of Sentinels Live.
Not just another episode.
Not just another episode. A very special episode. A very special after-school special episode of Sentinels Live. 3rd anniversary / mini listening party edition / crazy long Villains of the Multiverse, everybody under 5 HP for like an hour edition. And we'll work on that title. Thank you for joining us. Sentinels of the Multiverse is the only cooperative comic book card game that you should be playing. It is available in all the places, which I already listed. If you enjoy the show, please like, share, follow, subscribe. You can check out all the information at sentinelsdigital.com. We have other shows on our Twitch channel here during the week, but then they also always get posted to our YouTube channel after the fact. So if you ever miss anything, you can always check it out. And our next show here is going to be Sunday evening at 7 p.m. PM Eastern, excuse me. Zach will be doing a anniversary-themed Tales from the Archive. So check that out in just a couple short days. Thanks, anybody. Anyone else have anything else they wanted to say? No? All right. Well, we thank you so much.
Thanks for a great 3 years.
Yeah, thanks for a great 3 years. It's been fantastic. We're so excited to do this for another 3 years and even beyond. And we'll have to come up with something even cooler to do for the next anniversary. Alrighty, so thanks everybody. We will see you around the multiverse. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.